It's Movie Time is brought to you by the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street, Columbus, Ohio. Further details and showtimes online at gatewayfilmcenter.org.
The award-winning It's Movie Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org.
I'm John DeSando.
I'm Hope Madden.
And this is It's Movie Time. And you know something? We are 2 months out from summer. And I don't think anybody else in this country would dare do a review of summer after 2 months.
We're edgy. We're provocative.
We are. Anyway, I mean, we're going to do the long view now of summer 2015. And so we're obviously not going to take every film, but we've kind of picked some, and I'll let you open with whatever you want.
Should we go with what I think is the best movie
What
of
do
the
you
summer?
go do it?
Just jump in there first. You know, it was kind of a tough call actually, but Mad Max Fury Road I think was the best movie of summer 2015.
Oh boy, that's very good. Why?
You know, it was such a visceral, tight, incredibly amazing to look at road picture, just action movie. It was so much better of an action movie than anything I have seen in years and years, and the cast couldn't have been better. I mean, one of the things I think it did, which I think a lot of reboots have done, it's much better than the source material. Just like Star Trek is better than the old Star Trek, just like the new Star Wars are likely to be better than the old Star Wars. This is so much better than the old Mad Max films. It's amazing, and it's just great characters that I can't wait to revisit. I can't wait to see the next one.
The actors?
Yeah.
Aren't there two actors in this there?
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Hardy.
Always awesome.
Right.
And Charlize Theron, who stole the movie.
Are you kidding? Unforgettable.
Yeah, she was amazing.
The image of her with that shaved head and that look.
And that mechanical arm.
Oh, yeah. So that's a good one. Typical of summer, an action film, but a smart action film.
Yeah.
My favorite, and this is tough. Anytime you ask me for my favorite, don't ask me what my favorite movie is. I can't answer that question.
Silence of the Lambs. Just FYI. Just FYI.
Yeah. Damn. You know, that's my favorite thriller or whatever you want to call that. That is my favorite romance is Casablanca. But my favorite movie, Hope, I'm dead. Anyway, so my favorite for summer 2015 would have to be Inside Out.
Yeah. That was my close second.
Oh yeah. Now here's an animation for every thinking person, child or adult in the world. Getting inside the emotions of a child and portraying them in the most vivid and insightful and fun way. I mean, this is Pixar as it was always meant to be.
Yeah.
Colorful, ingenious,
endearing, smart.
Oh gosh, yeah. And we had many other good ones to pick from. So we've got a couple of good ones. Well, I have to say, let me give you another one that I know wasn't on your list. Me and Earl and the Dying Girl.
Yeah.
And I thought this was another one that captured me emotionally, but in a way that said this is not a sappy teenage coming of age story. This is about two guys who are really slackers on the outside, and they are enjoying to help a girl who is dying. And what happens is not maudlin. It's not sappy.
It's very funny.
And it is very funny.
Yeah.
So their light take on a very serious subject, and they just seduce you with the title, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and you raise your eyes and go, oh my gosh, no.
Not another teen dying drama romance. Oh no.
Right.
But it's not. It's a perfect antidote to The Fault in Our Stars or any of those kind of movies.
Did you have a worse one in the summer? One that you want to say, please don't go see that.
Wow. You know, the one that jumps to mind is that Reese Witherspoon's Sofia Vergara cop movie. What was that called?
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it, mainly because I thought there was some reservation about the script.
Oh my God, what? I can't think of the name of it. It was so god-awful. God-awful. And just that much more offensive because there's talent there. Reese Witherspoon, I don't know Sofia Vergara very well because I've not seen her TV show. She's not been in a lot of films. But Reese Witherspoon, not only is she great and an Oscar winner, but she's a great comic actress.
Yes.
And oh my God, that movie was so bad. It was so bad that the name of it has just escaped me.
I will tell you there are two on my list.
Okay.
And they vie for each other. The first one, I think, is The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Really?
A big disappointment.
Okay.
A disappointment. Not a bad film, but a really disappointment because I thought the two leads were weak.
Okay.
And Superman and who?
Army Hammer.
Yeah,
Lone
right.
Ranger.
And Lone Ranger,
Yeah.
right. I thought it was. So you found some good stuff in there?
I didn't. I did. I'm a Guy Ritchie. I'm a sucker for Guy
Okay.
Ritchie. The way he just edits things together. I find it just fun to watch. And also, those two boys are fun to watch. I thought that Army Hammer was a little weaker. I thought Henry Cavill actually was great.
Oh, did you?
He's
Okay.
very smooth in sort of a very seductive way that we don't still have because it's sort of unlikable. You know what I mean? But in the '60s, that was the cool guy. That was the Bond character, the guy who just, I thought he did a very nice
Good.
job.
Well, here's one that you didn't have on your list either, because you might not have seen it, that I loved. Cop Car.
I did not see it. I wanted to, but
I know, with Kevin Bacon. Oh, you've just got to see it. You've got to see him be a badass, but with a tongue in cheek. I mean, these two kids have stolen his cop car. And his last words are, "Don't steal a damn cop car." And with his big mustache and his beard, it's just great. And these kids just kind of hapless with this car, and he's going after them. Everything wrong is going wrong for this very bad sheriff. And we know from the first sequence he's a bad sheriff. So anyway, that was a good one. How about another one for you?
Well, one that I know that you like because we did a show on it together, Trainwreck.
Oh, good.
That's the funniest movie this summer. That's
Yes.
the funniest movie this year. I love Trainwreck. Amy Schumer was hilarious. The whole cast was great, and LeBron James, very, very funny.
Yes.
It was just the funniest film I've seen in forever.
For me, because I don't have a television, it was an introduction to Amy Schumer, and it made me go back to YouTube to look at some of the sequences from her show. And I'm telling you, I know she has a brilliant future as a comedian.
Oh yeah.
As a writer.
As a writer.
I mean, even as an actor.
Yeah.
Some of her slow reactions are perfect.
You know what? And then she delivers a eulogy for her father in the film, and I thought, well, she can actually act.
Yes,
That's
yes.
I'm moved by
Right.
this emotionally. That's a nice job, Amy Schumer.
I don't know if you liked the dancing sequence at the end.
I did.
Yes,
I
I
thought
did
it was
too.
very funny
I
and
thought that-
charming. And
I did too. Very much so. Well, one that I haven't seen that was on your list, Love and Mercy.
oh, so wonderful.
Okay.
And I would be really surprised if Paul Dano did not get a big push for an Oscar nomination. It's the Beach Boys biopic,
Yes.
and you don't have to have a PhD in the Beach Boys to understand it. Although it helps if you know a little something about it. But Paul Giamatti as well, and it's just a beautiful. It's very characteristic of the people who are involved. It's a fascinating story. It's a fascinating story about Brian Wilson and sort of his mental issues and the way that he was taken advantage of and sort of how he came out of it. But more than anything, Paul Dano is just brilliant. And he looks like him too. He's got that round face. He looks like me. He's great.
Hope a few other titles. We're getting toward the end of the show, and so a few more in there that we might want. This is where people are going to be looking for. Going on Netflix
Sure.
and looking for it.
Yeah.
So we're past the time when
Oh,
it's even
sure.
at the cheap theater.
Yeah.
Right. So here we are, some titles for them. Any you want to offer them?
Straight out of Compton.
Oh! I almost
Loved
forgot
that.
that brilliant movie.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about rap or hip hop,
If you don't remember NWA.
yeah, right.
But if you do, and you're like you haven't heard it for a while, you're gonna want to dust out some old CDs because you're like and the performances are great.
One that was a favorite of mine in the summer was about maybe my favorite actor. Listen to Me, Marlon.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that
Yeah,
either.
yeah. Documentary on Marlon Brando. Very similarly, if you don't know Brando, this is a terrific introduction. If you do, you will see clips that you've seen before. You will see some that you haven't seen. You will watch Brando acting in his real life, and you'll wonder whether he's the real father with some tragic children, or is he acting?
Yeah.
It's very difficult. He is so good that you ask yourself, now
Does
wait
he
a minute,
mean it?
does he mean it?
Yeah.
Because I can't tell. And we know that, for instance, he tests directors. Do you know that when
Yeah.
he gets it?
Mhm.
He tests them, gives them 2 takes on a scene, and depending on one is good, one is just competent, and one is his inside really going for it. And he watches to see which one the director will choose.
Ooh.
And that's where the respect for the director comes and determines how he's going to act out. He's whacked, man.
Oh,
He was whacked
wow.
out. I know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that one.
Anyway, that the only other one that I have is the end of the tour.
Oh, right, and Spy. I like Spy.
And,
a
oh well,
lot.
the two of us
Yes.
would probably agree
Yeah.
on Spy.
I missed End of the Tour, which I can't wait to see.
Yeah, yeah, and Spy is great. It's wonderful for Melissa, and it's a fine comedy and a takeoff on spy films, and just a really good one.
It is. Jason Statham. So
Oh,
funny in that
oh
movie.
my gosh! Yeah.
I didn't realize he could be so funny. He's so funny in that movie.
You know what I can infer from this? Fewer big blockbusters than I thought,
Yeah,
and therefore a much more reasonable summer for us,
I think so.
and some smaller films
Mhm.
that we were able to feature without being overwhelmed by the big blockbusters.
Yeah.
It was a great summer, Hope.
It was, and I think Oscar season is going to be gorgeous.
All right.